Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacob once again from Disney TechSpot here, and today's video is going to be around the topic of jailbreaking and unjailbreaking. So now, as you can see here, we do have a jailbroken device. Well, it was jailbroken essentially until it was shut down the other day. So as you can see, Cydia, when you open it, does not work, which is what it's supposed to do, being that it is a semi-tethered jailbreak. That Cydia will not basically open, activate, or any of basically the applications that we installed using the jailbreak, Barrel, Bitafont, iCleaner, Anemone, Springtomize. Nothing will work, and as you can see, all my tweaks are disabled. Zeppelin, Cylinder, none of that will work. So essentially, you're basically completely unjailbroken, except for the fact that there's no way right now to remove Cydia or any of the applications until you essentially re-jailbreak. Now, as you can see, there's no little X button like there is for the PP Jailbreak app to remove any of the Cydia tweaks or to remove Cydia itself. And the only way to get rid of them, only way to get rid of the tweaks is to be re-jailbroken and to have a working Cydia. But one of the problems that a lot of people faced was when they essentially tried to re-jailbreak using the PP Jailbreak app. They pressed the button, go ahead, they lock the device. Everything would work fine. It would bring up the little storage almost full notification. But then it would pretty much just reboot and it would get stuck here. So basically right now, the phone is considered bricked. There is no way possible that you can start the phone unless you completely reboot it. So essentially, that means that a jailbreak tweak has corrupted, Cydia has corrupted, or something has messed up with Apple. Because as you can see clearly, just a minute ago, I was running the default stock iOS that was not jailbroken, essentially, where Cydia cannot open, and everything was working fine. So clearly, there's a tweak that I have installed or something that you have done that has made your device basically lock up. So normally, you would go into safe mode, but because it's jailbroken, sometimes that doesn't always happen. That isn't always the case. So basically, you're pretty much just left with a bricked device. Now, for proof, we could just go ahead and wait a couple seconds. So once you get to this point, and if you still want to jailbreak, really the only way that you can re-jailbreak is by completely factory restoring your device. And also, that's the only way you can remove Cydia. So I will be showing you guys how you can do that successfully. Now, you may know that you cannot remove Cydia or you cannot re-jailbreak by just doing a basic iPhone reset. That's very different between a factory restore and an iPhone reset. An iPhone reset is essentially when you're going into the device. So now we're actually going to go ahead and so now a lot of people are having problems. How do you get your phone back? All you're going to do is you're going to want to go ahead and hold the home button and go ahead and hold the power button and hold the home button down at the same time. Hold it like this way for about, I'd say 20 seconds until basically the phone turns to a black screen. Continue holding until it gets back to this screen and your phone should start as normal. It will not start into a jailbroken state because you just did a reboot. None of your files should be lost at all. You'll just pretty much go into a non-jailbroken state. So an iPhone or reset. Now, an iPhone reset is basically something that can be done from the device itself, as I will show you guys in a minute. All it really does is take away the settings that you've changed and delete all of your apps and remove your iCloud information. So it doesn't really go into the files and, it doesn't really go into the system. As you can see, I have one of the tweaks. Some tweaks are still working. For example, my font on my keyboard is still the same. And, that tweak right there, the one that makes it so that the lock screen kind of shows through, or locks, I believe it's lock shot if I'm not mistaken. So here we are back on our home screen. As you can see, Cydia still is unsuccessful. It does not work. So my jailbreak is still completely lost. So we're going to go ahead and this is basically an iPhone reset. Is when you go into settings, you go to general, not display and brightness. You go to general, scroll all the way down and hit reset. You can pretty much erase all content and settings and reset the phone just from the device. But what if you do that, you actually will remain with Cydia on your device. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue with a factory reset, and I will pretty much give you guys a little more information. So while we wait for the iPhone to pretty much erase itself, it will remove the PP Jailbreak application. So pretty much, our phone will be unjailbroken, but Cydia and all the tweaks will still remain on the screen. They just will not be working. Now, there's a big difference, we're going to leave this off to the side here, between a factory restore and an iPhone reset. So we're going to go ahead and shift the camera a little bit here so that you guys can see my computer screen. Now, a complete restore is essentially when you open iTunes and you connect your actual device to iTunes and you basically go and you find the file of the iOS that you want to download. I believe as of today, Apple is still signing iOS 9.3.3. So we're going to go ahead and open Chrome and we are going to find the proper file for that. I will show you guys the website just while we wait for this phone right here to actually finish its reset. So as you'll be able to see, you can then pretty much install the file for iOS 9.3.3, which if you want to continue to jailbreak, that's the file you're going to need. As you know, Apple has released iOS 9.3.4 as of a couple days ago, which basically, if you upgrade, it does make it impossible to jailbreak. The only way to jailbreak is if you go back down. And I believe as of today, Apple continues to sign iOS 9.3.3 the jailbreakable software. So we're just going to go ahead and wait. There we go. So you're going to go ahead to your keyboard and type in something. You're going to type in iOS. If you don't know the website already, I'll probably put a link to it in the description. iOS 9.3.3 file. Just like that, you're going to go ahead and search it in Google Chrome or in Google. And essentially, you find it. It's iOS9cydia.com. You're going to go ahead and scroll up or scroll down like that. Find your device and pretty much download the file. And then you go into iTunes, and I will show you guys how to do all that in a minute. In the meantime, our phone has finished its reset. So as you can see, we're on the configuration screen. We're going to go ahead and set that up. Just go ahead, do the default settings, English, United States. Let me go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi, right? Why not? So, just all the default, very quick setup, all the default things that you would normally do on an iPhone when you're setting it up. So we're going to go ahead and type all that information in. Connect to Wi-Fi. It's always want to be connected when you're going through a jailbreak process. And so we're going to try to re-jailbreak from the device after a reset. So basically, it doesn't take long at all, because as we know, the iPhone restore using the computer can definitely take a little while. We're going to set up Touch ID a little later. We're going to not go with the passcode. We don't really need it. And the jailbreak requires you to not have a passcode. Okay, so now that we've done that stuff, we're going to go set up his new iPhone. We're going to go ahead and sign into our Apple ID. So I'm going to have to take the phone just so you guys don't know my information. Sorry about that, guys. I would just, it'd be nice to not have my credit card info stolen. Okay, so now that we are activating our Apple ID, go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions. So just, once again, all the normal setup that you'd expect on an iPhone. So it should still be running the same iOS that it was before, iOS 9.3.3. When you do a reset from the device, it does not update. It does not update the software, I believe, unless it is a major update, or unless you restore from a backup. In this process, as you can see, I selected set up as new iPhone instead of restore. If I were to restore from a backup from maybe iOS 8, it probably would have updated. Go ahead and toggle Siri, and these don't really matter at all. So here we go. As you can see, back to stock, the fresh iOS. And as you can see, Cydia and my tweaks are still there. So even after doing a full reset of my device, I know they're in a different place, but they are still there. And that can be really annoying. They're even in alphabetical order. That's funny. A lot of people, they do want to completely unjailbreak, completely get rid of Cydia forever. And so, we're going to go ahead into settings and just make sure that we are still running our iOS 9.3.3. As you can see there, 9.3.3, we are on a fresh device. So now we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to try to re-jailbreak this thing. So as you can see, PP Jailbreak app is gone, but that doesn't mean that it's completely gone, because if we go into Safari, we should still be able to re-download it. So we're going to go ahead and head to our site, iOS9jailbreak.com, I believe, if I remember. No, it's jailbreakme9.com. I haven't done this whole process in a good couple of weeks. Or, no, it's been like a week, actually. I'm tripping. Jailbreakme... hold on, let me use both hands here. Jailbreakme9.com. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and install the PP Jailbreak app. It should fail on the first time, and then the second time it should work after a refresh. Sorry about the Wi-Fi being a little bit laggy today. Most of my family's home, so most of them are probably on the Wi-Fi. I know my dad's getting some work done, and my brother could be playing some video games in there. Come on, let's go. Jailbreakme9.com. I know that's the right site, so it's not because the server's down or anything. So in the meantime, guys, but yeah, as I said before, the only real way to basically get your iPhone into non-jailbroken state, and I will show you guys all that, is to restore. So I should probably have timestamps in the description for you guys, if you guys want to go ahead and skip ahead to that part. So I will show you guys everything that happens and what should happen when you try to re-jailbreak after a reset and after a restore. So just waiting for the site to load fully. There we go. This should be enough. We're going to go ahead and click download now. Wait for the prompt to ask if we'd like to install the application. There we go. Install. We're going to go ahead and scroll to our home screen. Scroll over. As you can see, it does not start installing. It will probably say unable to download right now. It cannot be downloaded at this time, which is completely normal for the first try. never mind, it actually did pop up there. So it says loading, wait a little while longer, go airplane mode as it installs, and there we go, just wait for it, airplane mode, there we go. So PP Jailbreak application has been forced onto our device. Go ahead, turn off airplane mode, go ahead and go into our settings, and we're going to have to trust the application, because that's what we have to do on all iOS 9 and up devices. There we go, trust, verify the application. You can sign your own apps basically now. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and close everything. And now we have the PP Jailbreak application. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, yeah, and one more note. Hit OK for that, of course, it to start. You're going to want, Cydia doesn't, of course, what if Cydia actually did work? Just to, go ahead and show you that Cydia still does not work. We're going to go ahead and close everything. And we're going to go ahead. You have to click OK notifications at first. But, of course, since we are already officially technically jailbroken, you're going to go ahead and turn off PP notifications. Go ahead to iCloud, turn off Find My iPhone. Scroll down there a little bit. Let me go ahead and take this away so I can type in my password once more. Sorry about that, guys. I'll just try to go as quick as I can here. I'm definitely not the best typer here in the world. So there we go. Turning off Find My iPhone. You need to make sure that is turned off. And then you also need to make sure you have no passcode. I did not set up a passcode at the beginning, so we have no passcode. Excuse me there. Okay, so now that we have, make sure all apps are closed, make sure everything is pretty much default, so you're going to go ahead and reopen. Wait about 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and toggle the jailbreak. There we go, and lock our device. So now we should see a little storage almost full notification. We might, I'm not really sure. Sometimes it does take a couple tries, just being that it is our first try of it, our first jailbreak attempt on this device. We're going to go ahead and retry. So as you can see, it did not work. And sometimes that little notification, I don't know what it says, but it usually means good, because most times after I've done this, it usually works. After I, restart the app, it usually works perfectly. So there we go. Hit that. Go ahead, lock the device. Let's try again and see if we get the little storage, almost full notification. There we go. So that means our device is successfully taking on the jailbreak process and installing Cydia. And I will be showing you guys what the device does afterwards. So basically everything that your device is supposed to, or react to, respond to, everything it's supposed to show after a device reset. So here we go. We have successfully, it looks like we're jailbroken. It looks like Cydia should open again. Right there, as you can see, Cydia does successfully open again. No, that was not right. I'm stupid. I opened iBooks. I was like getting all excited there. Cydia. There we go. But you should get this notification. Could not open file. Let me go ahead and zoom there. Could not open file -var -lib I'm not really sure at all. That it's doesn't mean good. Those little red notifications never mean anything good. Never at all. So Cydia is there, but none of the tweaks will be there at all. So let's just say cylinder, for example. It's not there, and it's just even when you go to sources. Let's say the ZOD TTD. Nothing is there. Nothing is in any of the sources. We have literally nothing at all. So our Cydia is pretty much useless at this point. So you're pretty much, I just kind of want to completely, forget about jailbreaking at this point. I want to get rid of Cydia from my device. I want to do a fresh restore. How do you do that? How do you get rid of Cydia? It has been said that there is absolutely no way to, but there really is. So, and it will also get rid of all the tweaks there, pretty much everything. So here's what you're going to have to do. So, of course, you're going to want to go ahead and take your cable, connect it to your computer right here. You're going to want to go ahead and connect it to your device. So we're going to go ahead and open up the case here and connect it to our device. We should get a little prompt from our computer, and we should get a prompt on our phone to allow us the computer to view files. Go ahead and trust that. And then, of course, right here, hit continue. Make sure that we hit allow access. So now it should start to pop up here in the corner that our iPhone is connected to the computer. Just give it a couple seconds. As is a new iPhone, it might take a little while to basically recognize the connection. If it doesn't recognize, see there it comes up, iPhone. So this is mine. Go ahead and wait for it to load. You might get another prompt saying allowed to view photos and videos, but you might not at the same time. So yeah, but just just a brief of what we've had so far. You started, you're unjailbroken, you restart, you're bricked. You go ahead and reboot by using the force reboot. Go ahead, reset in settings, and now you're in Cydia, and it doesn't work. So you're gonna go ahead and set up this new iPhone and hit continue, because remember what I said about the backups before. So there you go. You're gonna go ahead. You have to hit get started. You have to sync, and if you want to exit the sync process, I believe you can go ahead up here and click the little X, and it will cancel the sync up at the top there. So now you can see that it says it's recognizing that a newer version, sorry about the little light in the background, it says that a newer version of iPhone software is available, iOS 9.3.4, but we don't want to update, of course, right now, unless you're completely done with jailbreaking. If you pretty much just want to get back to a state where you were before, iOS 9.3.3, then you're going to want to go on your keyboard, hold the shift key, hold down the shift key, as you can see right there, I'm holding down the shift key, and you're going to press restore iPhone. Just left click on restore iPhone, and it should bring up a menu. It shouldn't bring you up to the restore page. It should bring you up to this little menu here. Now this shows basically all of the files that you've downloaded. So essentially, I have my file that I've downloaded for iOS 9.3.3 for this phone, as well as my other iPad that I did before. So, really neat, guys. You're just want to go ahead and just click on the one that represents your software. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and click that and hit open. And that is basically the file that will restore to. So it's going to restore to iOS 9.3.3. As you know, Apple is still signing. Go ahead and hit restore. And so it will begin to extract software, as you can see at the top. This can take a long time. Now, I guess the only downside about using the computer complete restore is that it does take a while. The iPhone reset, as you saw, it only took a max of like 3 minutes to complete. But, I guess if you're really dedicated to this, if you want to remove Cydia, or if you really do want to re-jailbreak completely, this is the only option, guys. So it is kind of disheartening that the other method doesn't work, that you can't re-jailbreak after a simple iPhone reset. But, I guess there's got to be some problems, I guess. Programming can't be perfect, guys. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back as soon as this is finished with the proof. We just want to, it would probably take a really long time if I don't want to sit here and record the entire time that this is extracting and installing on my device. So I will be back as soon as it is finished and the iPhone is good as new. Okay, guys, as you can see, our phone has finished restoring. So basically, it is now back at factory settings. Okay, you can go ahead, and if you get this little prompt to update carrier settings, make sure it's carrier settings. You can go ahead and update those. It only takes, a couple seconds. You always want to stay updated with those. So, welcome to your new iPhone. You're going to go ahead, set up his new iPhone, and hit continue, and that's all you're going to want to do. You're not going to want to use the computer anymore, pretty much. Now it's all up to the phone. So as you can see, you're on the slide to set up screen, and as you can see, you have the little, once you, basically connect your phone, it does back up. So as you can see, that's what that means up there, nothing else. So you're going to go ahead and slide. We're going to go ahead and configure the settings, and as you will see, so we're going to go ahead and set everything up. Go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi once again, just like we did before. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it from the computer now. You really don't need it to be plugged in anymore. That just kind of can get in the way. So we're going to go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi. Always want to be connected to Wi-Fi if possible. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and join the network. Let me go ahead and center this. Alright, so you can go ahead and enable location services. Make sure you set up these settings very, I guess, kind of similarly to I do. So you don't need to really set up Touch ID. You also do not want a passcode. So don't add passcode. Continue. And then you're going to want to log in your Apple ID. So let me go ahead and take that away once more so I can go ahead and type in my login information. Sorry about that. Sorry about my slow typing and the delay. Okay. So we're just finished typing in. Dang it, I had a typo. Hold up, guys. I have to apologize for this. There we go. Typing the information, and there we go. So it will activate your Apple ID, activate your phone, all of that stuff. So you're going to go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions as it continues to set up the Apple ID. So just wait a couple more seconds here, and we should be good to go after we, get to these last couple settings to configure. You just always want to set up as a new iPhone here once you do this kind of thing. Updating iCloud settings, just wait a couple more seconds for this to finish up. There we go. Turn on Siri, you can go ahead and turn on Siri. Send to Apple, these don't really matter. And we are in. So as you can see, once again, stock iOS, and this is the reveal. If we turn the page, Cydia is finally gone. So we are on a fresh device, basically. Nothing at all has been changed to this device. Or, it's basically, I don't know why it always does this. I think it has something to do with my info. It always changes my name to Jacob and underscore something really weird. So I'm just going to go ahead and change that back. Why not? Jacob's iPhone. Bam, that looks a lot better. Okay, so as you can see, a fresh device. version 9.3.3, so it is jailbreakable. And as you can see, there is no jailbreak at all on this thing. It is completely new software. This is fantastic. We did log into our Apple ID though, so we are going to go ahead. And we're going to go, of course, and just configure these settings right now. So we're going to go ahead and do iCloud, not that, go ahead and do iCloud, and turn off Find My iPhone real quick. Go ahead and turn this off. Once again, let me type in my password, and then we can go ahead and download the jailbreak application. Just like we did before, except this time it should work flawlessly. So there we go. Turning off Find My iPhone. Everything is ready. So once this completely turns off, there we go. We're going to go ahead and close settings, open Safari, and you know what we do. We're going to navigate to jailbreakme9.com. Oh, shoot, it's already in my history. That is kind of weird. I don't know how it knows. Oh, yeah, it's connected to my Apple ID. That makes a lot of sense. My history in Safari. So, jailbreakme9.com. Wait a couple more seconds. It should be loaded fine. There we go. As you can see, all this ready to download. Here we go. Just wait for the page to finish loading. There we go. So, we're going to go ahead and click download now. And when it prompts, hit install. Go to the home screen, scroll over one page, should be on your second page. Wait, it might actually not work. If it does work, well, that's great. If it doesn't work, it usually doesn't work on the first try. It'll probably say unable to download, and then you just want to go back into Safari and retry it. Just wait a couple more seconds for it here. See, there we go. It didn't. It's unable to. So we're going to go ahead and go right back into Safari like we're supposed to. Hit download now. Hit install. If it doesn't work this time, you just refresh the page. That's what you do, and it will always work. So there's never going to be a time where it just doesn't work. iCloud backup prompt. Come on, let's go. It's probably going to say it doesn't work. Oops, accidentally toggled airplane mode. See, sometimes doing stupid things like that will definitely mess you up. So, okay, so it can't be downloaded again. It didn't give us a prompt, but I just know at this point. So we're going to go ahead and refresh the page and reload the page so we can, get, just a fresh version of everything that was there. So there we go. Download now. It should work this time. Install. There's the prompt from the last time. So there we go. It's already loading. So we got to wait until it says installing and toggle airplane mode. And it should basically force the app onto our device. Bam. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Go ahead and turn off airplane mode just like before. Go ahead into settings. Go down to general. And you're going to want to go ahead and go to device management. And you're going to basically verify the app. So there we go. Trust that. Perfect. So now everything is correct. We do not have a passcode. To Find My iPhone is completely off. We're going to go ahead and launch the application. Uncheck the box. Allow notifications. Make sure you allow notifications. Uncheck the box. Go ahead and press this little circle button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock the device. And there we go. The device is locked. And there we go. Storage almost full. So the PP jailbreak app, the notification should come through the first time you jailbreak, but anytime after that, you should not be getting that notification. So that is very normal. Sometimes it doesn't respring on its own. Sometimes you pretty much have to toggle it by basically unlocking your phone or relocking it. And this one, being the first time we've done this, can take a little while, so we're going to go ahead and reshut this off. Everything is working fine, though. I know that for a fact. And it should begin to respring in just a minute. There we go. So we resprung after we once again tried to go into it. So now in just a couple seconds, we should come up and we should be jailbroken. So this is the ultimate reveal. Not that. I don't want to see that. Close the app, scroll over, and boom, we had done it. We have successfully, after your device has failed, re-jailbroken our device, guys. Cydia should work fine. Maybe it'll fail the first couple times, but still, guys, I am impressed, just the way. If you have anything special, be sure to back up your iPhone onto your computer or iCloud first. Always recommended for you to do so. And we're going to once again just try to go ahead and install an application just to see what it does. We're going to go ahead and see. It probably won't pop up right yet because, I just installed it. It might actually work flawlessly. Cylinder, perfect. So Cylinder, we're going to go ahead and install it, confirm that, and let's wait for it to finish, and let's see if it actually works. So great job there. Everything worked perfectly. So, just a quick, just a quick review of everything so far that we've gone over in this video. If you're stuck, if you can't reach jailbreak, then you want to go ahead and hold down the power button. We're going to go ahead and restart the springboard. Power button and home button at the same time for 20 seconds. Device should reboot. Then you want to go ahead and do a, fresh factory restore on our, using our computers so that our devices are completely restored. Then you can go ahead and reinstall Cydia successfully. Be sure to back up and restore from a backup if that's what you want to do. If you don't really have anything special on your device, that's fine too. So let's see if this worked. We'll see immediately. And boom, it did. As you can see, the fresh transitions. We can go ahead and scroll down, and cylinder is right there. So we can go ahead and change the effects around. Let's go ahead and try something new. Let's try vortex right here. Let's see that, and bam. So everything works perfectly, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, if this video helped you, I know it was kind of lengthy, but still, we gotta do what we gotta do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, recommend this channel to your friends. We'll be sure to start posting a lot more. And, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to shoot me an email, steveorjacob1@gmail.com, if you have any problems. Thanks for watching, and goodbye, and have a wonderful day.